Alright everyone, welcome back to another Dazzle video. Today I want to go over some hard lane matchups. Which heroes does Dazzle struggle against in lane? Part of a big series I want to do about the laning stage. I think that the laning stage right now more than ever is very important, and hopefully this will help you get a good start in a lot of your games. So some of Dazzle's stats that we're going to take a look at here is the attack range. Mainly the attack range. Move speed wise, you just got to remember that Dazzle is middle of the pack. Okay, 305 move speed. It's not slow. It's also definitely not fast. Okay, but the big one here, attack range, is going to play a big part in which heroes are a bad matchup for Dazzle. Okay, and then another thing to note here is Poison Touch. So Poison Touch, even though it's an extremely strong spell, level 1, 2 in the early game, you got to remember that it has a fairly long cooldown. So 27 seconds, 23 seconds at level 1 and 2. We want to keep that number in mind when we take a look at some of his counters in the lane. Okay. So there's 3 categories of heroes that Dazzle struggles against. Number 1 is the dispels. Number 2 is the attack range, stand and bang category. And number 3 is the can't hit category. We'll talk about those 2 last. The first 4, very straightforward. They're annoying because they have a dispel. You can cast Poison Touch on them and they can just take it off. Okay, Legion Commander, press the attack, has a 16-second cooldown at level 1. Remember, Dazzle's is 27. Fate's Edict is at 20 seconds at level 1. Aphotic Shield is 12 seconds at level 1, and Omni is 45 seconds at level 1. So what that means is Omni is the least of the strong counters to Dazzle's Poison Touch in the lane right now at this point, because remember, they just changed the cooldown to be really, really long. A lot of players don't even take this in the early levels anymore just because the cooldown is so long. So Omni is the least of the counters, but he is still a counter nonetheless because he has a dispel. The second category, attack range, and then the stand and bang category. These are kind of all heroes that outrange you, or even if you cast Poison Touch on them, they'll just turn around and hit you. They have a slow, they have an attack slow. So Techie's super annoying because he has the longest attack range in the game. If you remember, Dazzle was 575. Techie has 700. Lena, same thing, 670. Also has a nuke. Both of these heroes have a nuke on low cooldown that they could just spam. Techie slows you. Lena can stun you. Also does a lot of damage from far away. These 3, Viper, Jakiro, and Veno. These 3 are heroes that if they hit you, they can slow you, do damage over time. Attack speed slow is also a big deal because you can't hit them as often and they can just run away if they want to. They can be aggressive if they want to. So Poison Touch does not work well against these heroes. The third category, can't hit. You can cast Poison Touch on these heroes, but you won't get the full value of it because they'll either decrep themselves with the W, or they'll win run and you can't hit them for 3 seconds, and she could run away if she wants to. So Pugna is the number 1 most annoying hero to lane against as a Dazzle. He has really high move speed. He has a long attack range. He has a nuke that can hit you from far away. He has a slow that also doubles as a increase in magic damage. And it's on a low cooldown. So anytime Poison Touch is up, Decrepify is up. In fact, it's probably up like almost close to 2 times for every Poison Touch. So your Poison Touch can't do anything, and then he also has the option of being offensive on you anytime he wants. So Pugna, and you can't run away because he's so fast. So Pugna is the number 1 hardest hero to lane against as a Dazzle. So there we go. All the other heroes, guys, if they're not on that list, they're a pretty good matchup. In future videos, I hope to make videos on exactly how to lane, where to position yourself, what timings you want to cast your spells at, and things of that nature in the laning stage. So, yeah, hopefully I'll get to those soon. All right, guys, good luck, and let's win some games as Dazzle.